Cross-cultural differences in attitudes to gender and marriage. Why is this important? Well, it's really important to note that our original study that was done, the study in the question, was done on a sample in Scotland, in the UK. And that study sample was a WEIRD population. And this is a very common term in psychology to describe a Western population, essentially, that are economically relatively well off, they're educated, and they come from an industrialized sort of population. And this doesn't account for other cultures or nationalities in terms of their views on marriage, in terms of IQ scores. And as we've suggested in other lessons, this very much reduces our ability to generalize out the conclusions of the study in terms of IQ and marriage to other cultures or nationalities, because they may have differing opinions or differing sort of social norms surrounding marriage and surrounding IQ. So let's have a look at what culture actually is, because I think we hear the word culture a lot, but how do we define it in psychological terms? So this definition of culture comes from a paper which I've cited here, and you can get the link, which I will leave in the lesson materials at the end of the session. Culture can mean many things. By culture, we refer to the myriad of ways of living exhibited by a particular group of people, ways that are transmitted from one generation to the next, and which distinguish that group from others. And that definition is from Smith in 1997. Researchers often use nationality to mean culture, so what country a person is from, but factors like religion and social class can also divide people into different cultures. And this observation was made by Cohen. This is a very broad definition of culture, as the paper says, and much of the existing work on culture has focused on North American and East Asian populations and hasn't focused so much on other populations. So this idea that a lot of research has compared the cultures in North America and the cultures in East Asia. But obviously, we want to think more globally than that and think about how cultural differences in marriage are different across the entire globe. So let's have a look in some different examples of cultural attitudes to gender in marriage.